All right, so we're going to get into our final request of the evening. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me on, late night with Johnny Foxtrot. We are going to be getting into another song from Bridge City Sinners. It's been a while since I've gotten into a song from them. And we're going to check out their song, The Legend of Olag High, Parts 1 and 2, live. So let's go ahead and check it out.
It's cold up here in the trees. It's cold way up on the mountain, among stone and snow, a demon sleeps. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The monster within meets the monster outside.
She kind of smoked that vocal little section right there too. Like even when she kind of came in with that scream at the end, she overall just smoked that section. One of the things that I found kind of interesting with like the first song I listened to them, and I'm kind of seeing that a lot in this song as well, is I'm like I think I've mentioned this a few times before about like where I feel like some songwriters, they have ability to basically make it when you're listening to their song, it sounds like you're reading a book. You know what I mean? Like they're giving you so much visual with the story that they're painting through the song, and that's what I kind of get from like their overall music is like I'm seeing the living color pictures in my mind, like as I listen to what she says, and we go on the journey throughout the song. Homeboy might be taking it a little too far though with his stage presence. My man like is almost like he's barefoot and shirtless on the stage. Like, where are his clothes? I don't think I've seen a man have that little of clothes on a stage before. He, like I said, might be taking it a step a little too far. If you go take the shirt off, you gotta at least put on full pants.
Go up on the mountain. Don't go up to the trees. Don't walk around in the forest. If they find you up here, the rivers will. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Yo, who's doing the growl scream in the background? Which because it's not her. She's doing that high pitched shit, but somebody in the background's going nowhere to run. Somebody's doing it. Somebody like again killing the vocal sections on this live shit.
The monster within meets the monster outside. Beware of the legend with the dog wide. They come for him, the shadow is, and no way will hear your cries.
She sounds like the witch in the story. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that she screams that song, that part of the song. Like she sounds like the witch in the forest that's like chasing the kids. You know what I mean? Like there's no one. Like the way she's doing it, just like I said, she almost like paints like the story picture, like of the book, like with the way that she sings in her voice. It's just unique that way. The people in the crowd are pretty into this for what this is. Like, this to me reminds me of more like folk style music, and the crowd is moving more in this song than I've seen at like the last few like live shows I've watched, like performances. Ooh.
You're so cool.
Another one, man. Another one where I don't really have much to say other than the fact that, like, another journey. You know, that was another one that took me on a journey. Again, reminded me of everything that we kind of mentioned before about, like, it's like reading a book in a musical form. 1000%. I got a little distracted by Homeboy with his with that hat and him being shirtless and all that with no shoes. Like I said, he just got he's too naked on the stage. It's one thing if you want to be barefoot and all that kind of stuff, but man, you got like the jeans rolled up and shirt off, hat on, sunglass shades. You just might be a little bit too naked on that stage, bro. Just a little bit too much. But I think that the last thing I'll probably say about that song is I think that, like, the way that she screams, man, she did it in the other song too, where she has like a very uniqueness to the way that she kind of like does that harsh vocal, and she kills it live. She really does. The other guy, he sounds pretty good for what he was going for, but at the same time, she just blows him away when it comes to the overall screaming aspect, where every time he did his thing, I was like, just don't even do it until she's going to be doing it too. Because it sounds better when they're both doing it, because it adds like two vocal layers of like the harsh vocals. He's doing the deep growl while she's doing the high pitch thing. And it sounds really great when they're both doing it. But every time she was just singing and he was like, yo, like in the background, it was like, it sounds better together. But overall, really cool performance, really great song. Like I said, it gave me like the idea of the feeling of like kind of like reading a book, if you will, and going on a journey. I was like I was in the woods in that cold winter. You know what I mean? It's kind of how I felt. And I feel like I watched an episode listening to this. So very, very great song. Thank you so much, Maul, for that suggestion. I appreciate you for getting me back on some Bridge City Sinners. I gave my friends some shit because they're from Portland. I gave him some shit when I came across him and like, how come you keep hiding all these Portland bands from me, bro? Why don't you tell me about all the heat that's coming out of Portland? There's a lot more banders on modern music than I expected, because the day and age of the hipster has come and gone. That's when everybody decided that they were going to go like learn how to play harmonicas and flutes and all kinds of random stuff like banjos. So yeah, I think that a lot of those instruments will live on. And you're seeing even like some of those instruments like make their way into like overall like just like rock bands in general. So people are trying a lot of things to try to get them, I think, to stand out and be unique that way.